I took another man's life just the other day, and I was on a mission and that man got in my way. I know that I will see so many better days, but for him I cannot say the same. Will you ask me if I've ever killed a man? I'll tell you yes, and I'll probably kill again, because I'm born again.
It gives me great pleasure to introduce a really close friend of mine, Marcus Luttrell.
What I do now is I go around and try and let good people like yourselves know about just exactly what it is we do every day. And one thing I want you to know is that Operation Red Wing that's one operation, one day. A little bit longer for me, but one day. Okay, I mean, we got my brothers in arms, like my chief said. We were together in Iraq, all these guys, and we have brothers over there right now, and not just SEALs. It's Army, Marines and everybody over there taking the fight to the enemy every day. So just because what I wrote down, it was tragic. It was. I mean, we lost a lot of good guys. We lose guys all the time, but we are doing a lot of good stuff over there, and contrary to popular belief, what you watch on TV or anything like that, I just wish I hand out my phone number. You want to know what's going on there? Call me. I'll tell you. I'm not gonna church anything up. Just warms our heart and to see you guys out here and to back us up in what we do, because we're not gonna quit. I mean, it's regardless of a war zone or anything like that, we're gonna fight. So. We don't ask for thanks or anything like that. That term hero, that really just makes my skin crawl. I really can't stand it. There's other people that deserve that term more than me, but I mean, these guys, I mean, what we do basically because of the guy sitting next to me. I mean, I go out and picked up a rifle again. If I could do it right now, if we could grab a rifle and go back over there, we would. But we love you guys, and like I said, there's nothing that anybody can do to stop us from defeating them.
America needs heroes, and they need to know the heroes of this conflict. They don't need to know Britney Spears and what's going on. They need to know Marcus Luttrell and David Bellavia. David Bellavia, Staff Sergeant, nominee for the Medal of Honor, recipient of the Silver Star for his actions in Fallujah, author of the book House to House, a dear friend of mine, and a co-founder of Vets for Freedom. He came back and said, you know what, I've served my country in uniform. Now it's time to come back and tell the stories of the guys overseas and what they're doing and get the word out, and he has done an incredible job. We've got no better spokesman for this cause. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for David Bellavia.
Hey, thank you very much. Thank you. I just want to tell the people over here, please, I'm touched. Take a seat. Oh, wait a minute, you have to stand. I'm sorry. I thought this was like a big deal. I'm sorry. I want to thank, where's Mr. John Voight? Mr. Voight, listen, I'm going to speak on behalf of all these people, which I don't normally do. You've got nothing left to prove in acting, okay? All right? We know you're the best. You got the Oscar. Listen, I think you have a future in Hollywood. How about Senator Voight? What do you think about that? One more actor from California that actually stands by principles and I would be proud to see you in Washington one day, sir. God bless you. And thank you for everything you're doing for us, sir. God bless you. All right. I want to say one thing about Marcus Luttrell. Marcus Luttrell was an American hero before he decided to join the Navy. He's not a hero because anything that happened to him or his peers in Afghanistan. This is an individual who came home, who could be sitting home right now, and instead of doing so, all he does is redeflect the attention to men like Michael Murphy, Medal of Honor recipient, Danny Dietz, Navy. There are so many people to mention, but that is what this is all about. Rafael Peralta, the next Medal of Honor recipient, gave his life in Fallujah. Jason Dunham. These are the people we need to remember as the men and women who gave their life not because of a dental plan or because of college money, but because they believe that our culture and our way of life are being threatened. And God bless their sacrifice. It's not going to be in vain, so help me God. Thank you very much. Up next, we're bringing up a guy. Picture it. It's December. It's 2003. I'm getting ready to go to Iraq. I'm in Vilseck, Germany, and I am down on my luck because I'm watching the news, and the news is bad coming out of Iraq. And then I heard the news, we got him. And that was Saddam Hussein. My morale built up. I was ready to roll into Iraq, and the man who was responsible for that is Lieutenant Colonel Steve Russell, serving out of the 4th Infantry Division, commanding a task force that got that evil, evil man, Saddam Hussein. Ladies and gentlemen, Colonel Steve Russell.
In the 1940s, when this warship was built, veterans fresh from fighting rallied the American public to give them the stuff, and they would get the job done. America responded, and they kept their word. Tonight, in a different war, in a different time, and facing a different culture, we, the returning veterans of this war, beg America, don't quit. Give us your support. We can get this done. But some, to console the veterans of this war, they state that their actions to cut the troops and pull funding and portray the war as a hopeless endeavor are not meant for the troops, but are intended to be a strong message to the president. That's like someone coming up to you at work, punching you in the gut, and say, "That wasn't for you, I like you. That was for your boss." If that's the kind of support that some Americans want to offer us, we reject it. We despise it. It rubs against the grain of everything inside us as soldiers and defenders of America.
I held on his hand as he screamed out in pain. He looked at me and said, "Some things must go this way." So I got on my knees and I started to pray. Yeah. I took another man's life just the other day, and I was on a mission and that man got in my way. I know that I will see so many better days, but for him I cannot say the same.